Welcome to this channel. This channel is for culture and education based on ancient historical evidence and scientific evidence. So yesterday I shared on this video in YouTube titled Internal Secret Oldest Wing Chun Tao. None is functioning properly in the past 120 years. So I share in the video that in the past 120 years, as what we know, none of the Tao set is practiced properly. Why? Because it's missing the sticking body conditioning or Sen Li, the body strength conditioning which is needed. So for past 120 years, there is none over there. That's why today's Wing Chun cannot get close. That's why one get misled into structure. Structure will not get one, the body strength in the clinching, grappling range of fighting. Now, of course, for many it's a shock. So I have received many different message and comment. Some call me a fraud. Some ask me, why do I be able to get this insight? And some saying that, well, this is a revelations. So today I like to share with you. I am neither a fraud nor uh, some guy who is super genius who can give you the revelations and insight and so forth. I am neither angels or devil. I am just a messenger. The reason why in past 120 years and in the recent 40 years, people do not be able to see clearly what's going on is because they have already lost track on Chinese culture. Due to their lost track to the Chinese culture, they do not be able to understand what is going on. And that leads to my way, my lineage way, my grandmaster way. Or you go to China, you do a research, you get all the grandmaster, collect them together, and then you're meeting them, and then you write a report, you call that is a research. But none of this show you the truth. So it is very critical now, extremely important. I need to share with you this video. So here on, you know, you must not practice as what those in past 120 years, nor practicing those uh, so-called researcher in the past 40 years. So both in the Asia and the West, the same thing. You need to know what I'm sharing with you today in order to see clearly what it is in the Chinese culture. Studying the Queen Quid. the King Crit. Okay, so in the Wing Chun Inception book now is America now. You need something like practicing Zen. Okay, Zen. Like you say, oh yeah, no, Wing Chun is from Shaolin. Shaolin is practicing Zen, is based on Zen, and then all sort of stuff. Then everybody have their opinion, their philosophy, whatever on Zen. In fact, they don't really understand what it is. Now, in practice of Zen, in Chinese language, it says Chan 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 Chan. Chan is Zen. Chan is Zen. Chan is practice. Okay? Don't take this as a meditation or anything. Chan Chan. What I want you to focus is on this term Chan. When one study ancient Wing Chun, one need to Chan. Okay? Chan. So what is Chan? What is the practice of Zen? How? Chan have four elements. First, one need to aware of what it is. Second, one need to investigate or examine. The third one need to test it out. The fourth one need to ponder, to think hard. So Chan mean you get into the loop on this four element. You're aware of the thing, you examine or investigate on it, you test it out, you ponder again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. That is called Chan. If you do that at some time or some days, suddenly you see the thing. That is called Po Chan. That means you will be able to really see clearly what it is. Okay? So, in the ancient, when the Sifu teach you a Xiu Lim Tao sets, teach you the sets, like in my time, they give you the Queen Crit. You practice and study the Xiu Lim Tao sets with Chan. That's why you have, remember, that 5 level of transportation, 3 level of the internal, and then all this, the crit there, you're aware of it, you test it, you examine it, investigate it, and then you ponder hard. Is it making any sense how this thing link together? And years, after years, you develop the Kung Fu of be able to chant, and thus you be able to penetrate in what is there. You can see what is there. Okay? It is not like today, everything is in the mind. My Sifu said this. I am the grand student of Yik Kam. See, I'm number one. My Sifu is the king of Wing Chun. By this philosophy here, Bruce Lee said this or that. It's not. It is Chan. When you use awareness, meaning you throw away your ego. You're aware of what is going on. You investigate, you test it out, and you ponder. Sound like a scientist when they research on certain things. That's what it is. Okay. So this is the top secret. This is how one use one's mind and body to understand what is going on, to study what it is. Not just thinking. It's mind and body. It's not just thinking. Thinking is just you have a mindset and you think. This is not, this is beyond that. This is like you're aware of what is going on, you investigate, you test it out, you ponder. Is that true? You check it again and again, like a scientist investigate certain thing until certain day, voila, I know what the heck it is now. Okay, so that's what it is. If one want to study Chinese culture, one need to use this type of uh, training. I shouldn't say training. This type of method or this way. Okay, remember, aware. One must aware first, and then the second is examine it and investigate it, and then test it out, and then pound the heart. So it never is my Sifu is this guy. Oh, I learned this guy. This I'm the king of this guy. My Sifu tell me I'm the king of this guy, or this and that and that and that. It's never that. The ancient Chinese, like Qi Ji Guang, if you read this thing, the Kung Fu 1560, he went out and really looked into many different things. So that's how it is. It's not like, oh, there's a Mui teach Wing Chun, and Wing Chun teach my teacher, and my teacher teach me. So I am number one in Wing Chun. No. Do you know what it is about? The Xiu Lim Tao. Okay. If you really do that, there's a reason why I can with the the Xiu Lim Tao riding, I can get into the Shaolin Short Strike, I can get to Bubishi, I can get into the Qi Ji Guang's riding and Tang Sun Zi's riding and Yi Da Yu riding. Because now you see the connection. Once you penetrate down, you see the connections and you know what it is. And only that way you can see the design of Xiu Lin Tao. It's not just mimic posture, or this angle of Tan Sao, that angle of Tan Sao, or this is my lineage, this is the Sifu, every Sifu teach differently, and end up 120 years you don't even have the Shen Gong or the body Kung Fu or body strength training. Okay, so this is serious. You do not have this way of studying, you'll never get there. If you really study this is like a romance fiction. It is so attractive, like a romance fiction, okay? Or it is like a girlfriend or your boyfriend. It speaks to you. Let me share with you. Yesterday, some Wing Chun friends say, 100. So if this is splitting the strength when he's trying to hug you or grab you, splitting the strength. So where is this hand, this technique is from? They say that this one is not for this. That is for the splitting. So this is wrong. This is a splitting. As for where is this technique? Y6 in the arm whips out the horizontal force. That is this technique. Y6 in the beginning. So this is the different stuff. Okay. Now, if you look into this, for example, like yesterday we said that the Y12. Okay, let's look in the Y13 and 14. Say. So Y12 is said embracing and sinking split the force horizontally. Embracing and sinking split the force horizontally. You know there's the body strength. If you don't have the body strength, the technique is useless. You need to have the body strength. And you cannot have structure. That's what I showed the other day. Your spine is changing and you don't have those lifting anners, your straight spine, those stuff. Your spine will move. Just get a judo friend or jujitsu friend, hugging and splitting, see how your body need to function. Okay? That's just human. There's no such thing as my 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 spine has to be this way. I have to hold my tuck my tailbone or have the whatever power. People who do that, meaning that they really don't know their body. They don't aware, they don't test it out, they do not investigate, and they will pound hard on what it is. Okay? So 12 saying that Y12 here saying that embracing and sinking split the force horizontally. Y13 saying that forward empty urgently use seize subdue method. So what does that mean? Forward empty urgently use seize subdue method. What does it mean? So what does it mean like this? I'm grabbing with a friend, cringing and so forth, and then I split his force. When I split his force, what happened? This is all empty, right? You see many people when they want to take down, get into you. When you're empty here, they're going to come in, right? So over here it say that embracing and sinking split the force horizontally. Forward empty urgently use seize subdue method. So what is a seize subdue method? So in the sets 1850 is you embrace, you split, you seize. This is called the seize subdue method. So what is it? Seize subdue method have three methods there. One is because he's coming at you, throat attack, eyes attack, and the entire head attack. I don't want to show what it is because I don't want to provoke fighting and I don't want people to test it out. You split him, you split. This is empty. He's going to come into the waist. There are three methods waiting for him. That's called seize subdue method. No, seize is seize, S-E-I-Z-E. SEIZE, subdue methods. There are three methods there. Attacking the throat, attacking the eyes, or attacking the entire head. Three methods. So this is very close range. I struggle. Of course it's going to come. The opponent is not full. You split him, you're opening there. Thank you. And then number 14, he say lower in section, fly double, hurry piercing wing. Lower in section, flying double, hurry piercing wing. Meaning that if it's come even lower, then you have to intersection uh, you have to intercept him in different way. You have to going down even lower. Okay, so the seize and subdue method is say this level, like I'm opening like that. He come in this level, and I use the seize subdue method. If it go lower, then I have to use another type of method, which is the inter uh, inter lower intersection, flying double, and hurry piercing wing. So that's all techniques for close by. Okay. So it's like a fiction, a romance, and that's why I can read it for years and years, decades. And the way how I read it is the chant, aware of what it is, investigate, examine, test it out, and pound the heart until you see, oh, I know what is this. I try to split him. He's coming in. Okay, so am I going to intersect him, or I'm going to just attack his throat, eyes, or the head? So there's a lot of picture here if you know how to read this. But you need to read it with, that's what I'm saying. Aware, examine, or investigate, testing, and pounding. Only after years you get this. Then you can say, I have the 修炼头功夫. It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm number one, the best fighter in the world. Forget about those, okay? It's just, do I really know what the heck is this? I can share with you, many who study with me, I make them write down, take down notes, every words what I'm saying, so I can check them. Did they really listen carefully for what I'm saying? I make them go practice jump over hoops and loops. Why do I want to do that? Well, I'm just making them doing exactly the chant. Aware, investigate, test out, and pounding. So they have to write me a report after they practice this. What do you feel? If it's wrong, say, well, go redo it again. That is the training. So in the ancient, you say, well, you have to have the internal training. Like internal, this doesn't mean that today's internal, like the internal circle. No, like indoor student training. That's how the training is. So they can handle that thing. We must not keep this within the family or anything anymore. This is America. And that's why I say this is United States of America Wing Chun technology. Release it so that we produce more talented people. We need the people. You don't have the people, you don't have a company. Any incorporation, you need people, you need talented people. And of course, you need to educate them, give them the tools to do their job. So remember, when you look at something doing your 修炼套, don't just say my teacher say this or Yikam say this or whatever say this and everything. Or oh, this is my way. Forget about those. Drop all those things. Just thinking aware of it. Do I aware what I'm doing? Investigate on is it this is the way? Does it making any sense? Pounding, testing it out. How does it make sense that you have the entire 修炼套 sets that you stand in the structure that you cannot get close when you call that Wing Chun is called is Tipsan Tuinta, sticking body short strike. How making any sense at all? So for past 120 years, either is somebody purposely not saying this, or everybody have no idea what they are doing. We cannot afford it today. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. This is the educations. It's very important this is here in America. Or else there is nothing left. The reason why this is not damaged in the Cultural Revolution 1965 is because heaven wants us to keep it in America. You can see that. Why it is here? Why now it been decoded? And if you look into the Chinese way of thinking, that must be our ancestor in Red Book. Do good thing for the people. So the heaven want Wing Chun to stay. I can tell you a story. You know the leader of the Red Book uprising, Li Manmao? Li Manmao's wife, even at that time he's already in his territory, he's like a king in that territory, in his country. Li Manmao's wife still in the morning take his basket, go to the bazaar and buying veggie and food. Nobody knows who he is, who she is. So she lived like everybody. Only later people found out, oh, this is the king's uh, wife. It was supposed to be the queen, right? But she just go to the bazaar buying thing in the morning, buying food like everybody else. This is the type of people who really for people. So we want to really know that it is not for her. Oh yeah, I'm the wife of the king, okay? And then you all bow to me. No, no, it's not like that. So read about it. So there's a lot of deep thing there. It's only we lost track of our own culture. Now we need to bring it back. Okay? Not to fighting every day because life is not just go continue fighting and so forth. Okay? So the issue is I share with you, if you really want to study Wing Chun, especially study 修炼套, using the Zen practice, You aware, investigate, exam, and test it out and pounding. Don't trust anybody, not even trusting yourself. You just based on the truth what you found. That's why Bodhidharma said, don't cheat yourself, don't cheat others, don't get cheated. You know clearly what it is. That's how it has to be. Okay? And also let's not get into the what politics. Like these people say, well, Henry, your fault. And this is not internal Wing Chun whatever. I know that it's again, the same old Wing Chun politics thing again. At this minute, you don't want to get into those lineage politics. You know why? Too bad all this thing is in America already. Let me share with you why you don't want to touch all those politics. The Chinese have a term called 隐恶扬善. You don't talk about the bad thing people do, you only uh, spread the good thing. Why do you want to do that? Because no humans is perfect, and also you want to promote people from learning. Okay? The minute you get into politics, it is like the incorporations in Silicon Valley. When that thing get hammered down and tracked down, you want to be a CEO, you have to take the full responsibility why the entire thing screw up. And today, with all this thing documented in, and we can see for past 120 years, 140 years, it's only a matter to look into the statistics, say who the hell doing this. The entire thing can collapse. It's like in under which CEO's management this thing go wrong. You cannot get away from it. So that's what I said. Drop the politics. Study everything with awareness, investigations, test it out, and ponder it so that one really know what it is. And also, there's no point to say, oh, talk with your hand, not talk with your mouth. Or just asking people, can your staff works under pressure? Well, if you really talk with your hand and not talk with your mouth, and your thing can really work under pressure, why is that in front of your eyes? That part of 修炼Tao, you completely miss it. So you see, it's better to put those things aside, start fresh, and really uh, improve Wing Chun, because that is the future. Everybody win.